What are you doing under there? Are you hiding? Not talking? Oh, now you are. Hi, Doodlebug. Hey, Lego fans, welcome to the channel. I'm Andy. Thanks for taking me along. I do appreciate it. This is the third of these Creator Exploit cards that I've built. This is a 1967 Mustang GT to go along with the 69 Camaro and the Chevy Corvette that's up there on the shelves. This one, I would say, out of the three was the most difficult. Difficulty level as far as building goes. This would be the one that was the most difficult. I mean, granted, it was not, rocket science or anything, but it did have a couple of tricky parts where you had to make sure you paid attention real close to make sure you were getting everything on there correctly. It's a standard car this scale. It's got the trunk that opens. It's got the doors that open. It's got the hood that opens. And the engine, they did a lot of detail under the hood here. A lot more detail than the other cars. I mean, you got your air filter there. You got the radiator. They even put rubber bands on to simulate the belts going around the pulleys there in the front. And then you got the sign there. It says caution fan, because that's where the fan would be. And then to simulate the radiator there, they got the little gray circular tile there for a radiator cap. Really, really detailed. Oh, and they got a battery too. Check that out. Using those Technic pins in red and black for the plus and minus on the battery. They paid a lot of attention to detail under the hood, that's for certain. They even got wires to simulate like spark plug wires, and I assume this is probably distributor cap right there, that black one. So yeah, a lot of detail under the hood. And taking a look at the interior, it's got some detail, but maybe not as much as some of the other cars have. Steering wheel seems kind of small to me. It's got a couple stickers there for gauges and the radio. What I did find pretty interesting, though, is the shifter it's like an automatic transmission. It's got where it moves into like park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then low. So it's got like the different clicks on the piece, which is pretty cool. It's got front seats. It does have back seats, as you can see there. Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's the interior. I like the white stripes and the hood scoop. Front end's got the Mustang logo there. It's got a license plate that says GT 1967, and on the back, the GT sticker there in the center of that circular one is a little bit crooked. You'll have that with stickers though. And then there you can see the backup lights and the exhaust pipes, and again the GT 1967 license plate. So there you go. This is the Creator Expert 1967 Mustang from a couple of years ago. I think this came out in 2021, I'm wanting to say, when it was still Creator Expert as opposed to being Icons now. We'll put her on the shelf. And I actually made a trip to the Lego store yesterday just to see what they had on the pick-a-brick wall, and I actually got some pretty good parts. I was able to bring in 2 whole boxes of these pink 2x2 bricks, which come in really handy for making mills plates or being supports for anything like that you don't see, like a mountain support or whatever. So you never can have enough 2x2s, that's for certain. I got these plates here in tan I thought, these would probably be pretty good for making a beach. These rounded ones in tan for sand. So we'll see if those work out. I've got some 2x6s here in lime green, 2x6 plate. Got some 1x2s in yellow. Also got some 2x6 plates in dark orange. Got some more of those 1x8 arches that I'm using on my retainer walls. So those definitely will come in handy. I also picked up this guy, this burger truck with 194 pieces. It's a new city set that just came out this past month. And I picked up Spring Festival Mickey Mouse Brickhead. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I've got it. So there you go. Nice little haul there from the Lego store yesterday. Oh, and a whole thing of 1x2 black bricks as well. I'm thinking I could probably make something out of those, like a building, or like maybe use them for my skyscraper idea or something. I'm sure I can utilize them somewhere. So this is what I've got done on my retaining walls. I've got one wall complete, and I've got my tunnel opening about where it's going to go. I just have to start on the front wall now. I majorly underestimated the amount of 1x2s that this project is going to take. I initially only bought 300 because I already had a little over 300 in my stock. So I thought 600, that should be enough, right? I've already gone through 300 just on this wall alone. So I'm going to need probably like 300 more for the other side and probably 500 for the front wall or something. I don't know. I'm going to forego the back wall. I said last video that I was going to build a wall across the back, but I'm probably not going to do that because it's not really necessary, because I thought about doing a wooden frame behind this wall, like just put a platform made out of wood on top of the existing platform, even with the top of these walls, so then that the castle can sit on top of that platform instead of making a platform out of Lego. However, I haven't decided for sure if I want to do that or not, because if I do, then I have to remove the base plates, because I can't really sit wood on top of the base plates. I mean, I guess I could, but it's not something I really want to do. I would rather get the base plate out of the way, but if I have to move base plates, then I'm going to have to rearrange this whole entire situation here. So that's why I'm kind of veering away from doing the wood platform. But even if I don't do the wood platform, I still won't need a back wall, because I can just use the supports that I was using when I had the little platform built here before. Plus, I've got 1x16 Technic bricks on order as well that I'm going to use. So if I need to stretch them any more than 16 studs, I can pin them together because they're Technic. So that should work out in building a structure for the top of the wall here. So my intention is to put burps, at least 2 stacks of burps on top of this wall all the way around, and then build the structure for the plates to put on top of that, so that I've got a structure to put the Lion Knight's castle on. That's the plan right now. So if it proves too hard to build that structure out of Lego using those Technic beams, then I will have to visit the idea of building a wood platform. But for right now, I think I'm going to try to do it in Lego, and then, go from there, see what happens. So what do you think, guys? I did a row of masonry bricks there in the middle. I didn't put them randomly like some people do. I just put a row of them. I don't know how that looks. And I also put some snot bricks in there to attach some greenery or whatever I want to attach to the outside of the wall, just to kind of break it up, make it look a little bit more natural. So there you go. First retainer wall up and ready to go. And the train fits through perfectly here. So that's cool too. And it turns out I was actually able to get the Spring Lantern Festival into this position right here, where I thought I wouldn't be able to put it. What I had to do was I had to turn the treehouse 90 degrees. So now that this stairway is on this side, as opposed to being on that side before, so that the crane is on the other side and it's not rubbing up against the elevated line. So I was able to move it over enough to get the base plate and a half Spring Lantern Festival in there. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good in there. The entrance lines up with my gap in the barrier, gap in the fence too. So that works out perfectly. So what do you think? Spring Lantern Festival in place? Looking good? Your opinions? Let me know in the comments below. And I think that's going to wrap it up for today. It's about all I got for you guys. Thanks for taking me along. I do appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. And until then, take good care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. And bye-bye.